To balance the equation, hydrochloric acid plus calcium hydroxide yields calcium chloride plus water. Let's count up the atoms on each side of the equation. So I have one hydrogen atom, but don't forget we also have hydrogen atoms over here. And this is where people start to have problems. This 2 here is distributed across everything in the parentheses. So that means I have the 1 oxygen times the 2. So there's 2 oxygens. I have 1 hydrogen times the 2 hydrogens. So I have my 1 hydrogen here plus my 1 times 2, my 2 hydrogens there. So I have 3 hydrogens. Chlorines, I have 1 of those. And then calcium, I have 1 of those. Oxygens, again, I have the 1 here times the 2. That gives me 2 oxygens. Little easier over on the product side, I have hydrogen 2, chlorine 2, calcium 1, and then I just have the 1 oxygen. So it looks like we've got some work to do here. Whenever I have an odd number of an atom, I like to get that to be an even number. So I have 2 hydrogens here and I have 3 here. So I think I'd like to try and put a 2 in front of the HCl. So now that I've done that, let's update our hydrogens. I have the 1 times 2, so I have 2 hydrogens, and then I have the 1 times the 2 here. I have 2 hydrogens on the calcium hydroxide, 4 hydrogens, and then the 1 times the 2, I have. So the hydrogens are still off, but the chlorine atoms, they're balanced. How about we take a look and fix the hydrogens over on this side? So I know if I put a 2 here, 2 times 2, that'll give me 4. So now I have my hydrogens and my chlorines and my calcium balanced. It's just the oxygen. So let's update the oxygen. We put the coefficient here. We need to recalculate that. So I have the 1 times the 2. So I have 2 oxygens here. And now this equation is balanced. The key to doing this, there are actually 2 things you need to watch out for. One is when we were doing our hydrogens, we had to count this hydrogen and the hydrogens over here. Sometimes people forget to add the second set of hydrogens. The other thing is, remember when you have this subscript here outside of the parentheses, it applies to everything in the parentheses. So you multiply it by the oxygen and you multiply it by the hydrogen. This is the balanced equation for HCl plus CaOH2 yields CaCl2 plus H2O. And this is Dr. B. Thanks for watching.